Welcome, family. This is the Velvet Locks. I'm in my happy place, my secret spot that I always come to just to meditate, to pray, to read my word, and just to get some mental clarity for my day before it begins. I was reading some of the letters that I've gotten from you guys, some email letters, and you know, making these videos have really opened the eyes to people who had confusion in their relationships, not realizing that their partner is actually a narcissist. And like I said, you know, it's really crazy when you have all of these red flags, but you're confused and you're not sure exactly what they are, what's the problem, but you know that something is not good, something is not right. But in the meantime, you're being manipulated, you're being mistreated, you're being loved on, blamed, you're being crushed, you're being cheated on, you're being used, and that person is your spouse. It's being in a vulnerable situation because this is a person that you gave your life to, you know, before God, and you're trusting that person to love you. You're trusting them with your heart. You're trusting them with your secrets. You're trusting them with your body. And then to come to find out that there's an adversary in your house, sleeping in your bed, causing all sorts of craziness in your home. And because you're married to them, they have that power over you. So you feel weak, you feel vulnerable, and you're confused. I got a subscriber that mentioned that I've explained her husband to the T. And sister girl, I know exactly what you mean. We spoke behind the scenes. And I commend you for opening your eyes, because something led you to even look at this video or these videos. Because on my channel, you guys, you know me. I'm the queen of detoxes. You want to lose weight? Come check me. You know what I mean? But for those of you who didn't know what was going on behind the scenes in my life, by me exposing my truth, putting it out there, you hear? Open the eyes to those of you who didn't even know that you were in a dysfunctional relationship all this time. You felt it. You had warning signs that you still didn't understand. But when you bump into videos like this that speaks directly to you and your situation, and I don't know you and you don't know me, but my experience you can relate to, then you know it is so. And if other people who are sharing their experience, and it sounds like a duck and it walks like a duck, then it is a quack quack. It's a duck. It's obvious they're describing the characteristics and the traits of this demonic spirit. And it could be in your spouse, it could be in your parents, it could be in your boss, it could be anywhere, even in your pastor. Be careful. Okay? But once you start becoming woke, where now you're doing research, now you have more answers to the questions, to the missing pieces of the puzzle that you just was so confused at. But once you start getting some understanding and start seeing your reality and lining it up with what you're hearing, and it's like this, fitting, the next thing that you need to do, and I'm not one for breaking up relationships. What God has put together, let no man put asunder. But not all these relationships, these marriages was on the foundation of God. The devil blesses as well. And a lot of times in our own disobedience, if we're not following the right way, if we're not praying and discerning and staying close to the word of God, we fall into these traps. A lot of people in the church have fallen into these traps, being seduced by these spirits. So it's not like you are not a child of God if you fall into it, or it's not if, like, say you needed to get out of that situation, that it's a wrong thing, because if it wasn't founded on the word of God, if it wasn't founded on God, and it was just you wanting to marry somebody because that's how you feel, you're in love, and you made the mistake of joining in with a demon, with an adversary, by all means, believe you me, you got to do what you got to do to keep your own mental sanity and to keep your life. Because once they move on, you will only have you. I commend you for making the conscious decision of now, once you've started seeing things or you've been going through things, you now have the confidence to know what's next to do. And that's to get out of that situation. I don't condone anyone living their life being miserable. That's not a full life. That's not a happy marriage. God did not put you together to be miserable for the rest of your life. God did not put you together for you to be a doormat for somebody, a slave to somebody, for you to be a punching bag for somebody. That's not a marriage on the word of God. That's not a godly marriage. That has demons in it. There's demons in that marriage. So just know that if you have to make the decision to get out of it, you may have to do that. And if you do that, just know that there's life after this. There's life, there's fullness, there's wholeness, there's happiness, there's joy, there's peace. Oh my gosh. Peace. Peace of mind, body, spirit, everything. Peace. You understand? Somebody asked me or made a comment under one of the videos that I made just recently, saying that, you know, girl, I'm glad you didn't sell your house because that would have been the worst mistake. Well, listen, let me tell you something. I sold my house. And that was not the worst mistake for me. I've been there for so long. And then when this man came in, he created a serious situation that did not allow me to feel comfortable in my own home anymore. To be in that neighborhood, you know, I was ready to leave anyways. I was ready for a change. That just made it even easier. Made me want to do it even more. Sometimes you have to relocate just to get your life back. Your peace of mind, your sanity. You understand? For you to get you back, sometimes you have to relocate. So there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with you having to get out of a bad marriage. Nothing wrong with you having to sell your home to find happiness somewhere else. Take that money and move forward and make your life happy somewhere else. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing foolish or stupid in that. So just know, for those of you who are in marriages, if that marriage is straight up based on just you being a doormat, being used, being mistreated, and that's a narcissist, there is no therapy on this earth that's going to help that marriage. I'm sorry. I'm not a psychotherapist, but believe you me, the kind of characteristics of a narcissist, that's like trying to cast the devil out, the devil himself. How the heck could you do that? You can't cast the devil out of the devil. There's just no way. The devil was saved at one time until he came against the Lord, and the Lord banished him and cursed him. Kicked him out of heaven. He can't go back. Devils cannot live in heavenly places. So just know, if you have to leave a narcissist, you're leaving the devil. Hey. You understand me? If you have to divorce the devil, then do it. Believe me when I tell you, you will be so much happier. So don't feel foolish if you have to sell your home to find life again, to find peace and fullness again. Because listen, I'm happier now where I am. Me and my family are happier now. You hear me? And we have a new beginning on everything. Nice nest egg. Okay? We're doing good. We're doing good. So don't feel like your life ended because you have to make some serious decisions now to relocate, to get out of that negative, nasty situation that you were in. So I like the strength that you have, young lady. And I encourage you to continue fighting for your life, because that's what you're doing. Your life, to be able to live in fullness again. And don't let anybody make you feel bad because they don't understand your moves. They don't understand the moves you got to shift and do just to make you happy again. You and your family, you and your children. All right? So, yes, you guys, if you have to do what you got to do, you got to do what you got to do. And it doesn't make a difference how silly it sounds to other people, because they're not living the life that you went through. They don't know the pain and suffering. They don't know the hurt and craziness. They don't know the deep scarred wounds that's left with you, that you need to go to a psychotherapist sometimes, a psychologist, just to be made whole again. Some of you have been damaged for so long, so many years before your healing came. Do not let people's opinions stop you from making the most important move in your life. A lot of the times, these things that we have, whether it's a home or whatever the situation is, they can't stop you. They cannot be the reason why you hold on to something and be miserable in the meantime. So you're going to have to let some things go in order to find yourself again, all right? Thank you so much, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me in these videos. Don't forget to share these. Bring awareness to these narcissistic people out here. We need a narcissist awareness day. Every day should be a narcissist awareness day, where we're sharing these videos, educating ourselves. And if you have friends who may be in a situation that they're living with a narcissist, based on the things that you've heard in these videos, you want to share this with them. Open their eyes, okay? And continue to write letters, you guys. Continue connecting with me, sharing your stories. And if you have questions and video ideas that you want me to do topics on, let me know, all right? And I'll have a video out for you. But until the next video, you guys, be safe.